I'm Charlene White. The battle over who becomes Mayor of Tower Hamlets is back in the spotlight tonight with new claims of fraud and possible campaign irregularities. If it all sounds familiar, you'd be right. It was just 6 weeks ago that Lutfi Rahman was thrown out of office over corruption and illegal practices. But police are now looking into a possible breach of election law in the rerun of the mayoral contest. Our political correspondent Simon Harris reports.
He's the candidate who toppled Lutfi Rahman and now he wants his job. Andy ERLAM was one of 4 voters whose court case finally nailed the mayor of Tower Hamlets. And in this election, the alarm bells are ringing again.
We have discovered 1 or 2 suspect votes register, which we're reporting to the police and the returning officer.
They're taking it seriously this time?
Well, I hope so, yes. I mean, there's a new borough commander in the area who wants to improve the police service.
Labour's candidate last time, John Biggs, was smeared as a racist. He too suspects dirty tricks are back on the agenda.
There are 1 or 2 dark rumours going out, such as that I would close the multi-faith burial ground, and even one that I'd shut all the mosques. I mean, first of all, I wouldn't do those things, and secondly, I wouldn't have the power to do them, I don't think, anyway.
Lutfi Rahman was disgraced, discredited and disqualified, but that didn't stop him anointing a successor. Rubina Khan, a local councillor, was a member of his now defunct party, Tower Hamlets First. Today she was uploading her manifesto to Facebook. Why should anyone vote for a candidate who's got such close ties to somebody linked to corruption?
But I think people also remember that I also champion many of the very good...
But you're a good friend and a close ally of Lutfi Rahman.
I have a lot of good friends from many different walks of life. I'm in this ward. This is the ward that I was elected in. I have women, people from...
You don't disown Lutfi Rahman, do you?
But I don't disown many people who support me as well.
The Liberal Democrats candidate believes the Rahman connection is Khan's Achilles heel.
I think her association with Lutfi inevitably damages her. She's had him on her leaflets, despite the fact that he's been convicted of a number of election fraud offences.
The Conservative candidate is another long-time thorn in Rahman's side. Peter Gold says he's getting plenty of support, but is realistic.
I'd like to win myself, wouldn't I? But I do have a second vote.
That'll be going to John Biggs?
I will certainly be using my second vote, I assure you of that. And I will use my second vote to ensure that Rubina Khan is beaten.
The candidates talk about restoring the council's reputation, rebuilding trust with voters, looking to the future, not the past. But there's no escaping that this election is overshadowed by the scandal of what happened here 12 months ago. A week from now, it'll be the voters, not the courts, giving their verdict in Tower Hamlets.
Simon, what are the allegations that are being investigated by the police?
Well, there's a suggestion that some of Rubina Khan's election leaflets were handed out on a housing estate in Wapping, tucked inside official and perfectly proper legal leaflets from Tower Hamlets Council's housing body, Tower Hamlets Homes. Now, Scotland Yard says its special investigation officers from its Special Investigations Unit are investigating this possible breach of electoral law concerning the distribution of leaflets on the Greenbank estate. It's said to have happened sometime in May and was witnessed by a blogger. Now, Rubina Khan said that, as far as she knows, she has definitely not used Tower Hamlets Homes staff to distribute her leaflets. She deplores the idea of anyone doing so, and the minute she heard about it, she reported it to the returning officer.
OK, Simon, thanks very much. Well, here's the full list of candidates standing in the Tower Hamlets